la isla actuando.
Por eso es que me gusta.
Mira,
Comienza tú, dale.
Ya, vamos a darle, vamos a
vamos
comenzar.
allá. Una semana de Halloween, de vainita bruja, Frankenstein, de los Drácula, y gente que no tiene que poner máscara porque natural son, tú sabes, no la necesitan.
No me tires.
No, tú estás bien.
Soy feo.
Y tenemos aquí a alguien que nos vino a visitar hoy. Vamos a dejar que ella se introduzca, que diga su nombre, de dónde viene, que vino, y que nos vino a contar hoy en el día de hoy.
Thank you. So, yo me llamo Jinx. Bueno, Jinx, Nicole. Nicole is my middle name. Whatever you guys prefer or you're most comfortable with.
Tú hablas español, ¿verdad? Tú hablas español.
Hablo inglés y
Bilingüe. Ok.
Jinx, talk to us. Jinx, what's up, man?
What's up?
Estamos así haciendo
Welcome to the
cosas.
show. Welcome to the show, yo.
So, tú dijiste tu nombre, Jinx.
Jinx, yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Ok. Tenemos aquí a Jinx. Que
Think
nos-
about if you ever seen Pokemon, if y'all from like that era, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Los Pokémon Jinx.
I used to like-
Oh, ya, ok. De ahí que viene la vaina.
No.
¿Te inspiraste con eso?
No. So, yo, mami y papi me dio ese nombre porque yo nací octubre 13. Friday
Okay.
the 13th.
That's your real name, though?
Yes,
Oh,
that is
shit.
my real
I
name.
thought it was like
Spooky. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, and we're in Halloween.
Yes. So it kind of like derived from that, and then I just ran with it since I was young.
Fire.
So, I have a question.
Nada más falta.
No, I got a couple. Pero estamos haciendo coro, estamos
Haciendo coro.
hablando.
Suave,
So,
going and slow.
so you say you was born Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Uy.
Naciste hombre, varón.
Yo nací varón, biológicamente.
Okay, Balaji.
Espérate. ¿Cómo es? Oh, espérate.
Biológicamente.
Un naciste varón.
Claro que sí.
Oh, espérate.
Yo
Ey,
sentía a Jan un poquito hoy como medio...
¿Cómo así? ¿Cómo?
Medio enamorado, slow.
Yo, enamorado, ¿es verdad?
No sé, te siento
Y,
como...
y eso,
Nervioso.
Te siento como
Un poco
diferente. Yeah, nervioso,
¿verdad?
nervioso.
Nervioso estoy yo, ¿verdad?
Sí. Hoy está mucho diferente.
Se te nota. A mí me gusta.
Oye,
a mí me
pana,
gustan los hombres como me gustan el café mío.
Negro.
¿Cómo así?
Si me notó nervioso detrás de la cámara, corte eso ahí, ¿sabes? Un corte ahí. So, síguenos contando,
So,
Jinx.
yeah, biologically, I was born male. Socially, I do live as a woman.
But that's now, though.
En el mundo de nosotros dicen una mujer moderna.
Una mujer moderna.
Moderna.
Pero when
In
did...
English, a trans woman. There's like a couple of different terms. You might hear me say femme queen.
Okay.
Femme queen. What's that? What would
Femme
that be?
queen. So that derives from ballroom culture. And it's just a way to name a trans woman. So you're not just out here going.
Mi gente,
"Hey,
we're
that's
gonna
a
learn
trans,"
today.
or,
We're gonna treat
"That's
people with
a
respect.
transsexual."
Vamos a tratar gente con respeto y nos van a enseñar cómo
Address people
address
properly.
people
Apropiadamente.
apropiadamente. Exactly.
Apropiadamente.
There you go.
Things like
Yeah.
that.
How important is pronouns?
So
Because the
I
kids now...
automatically go by she and her, right? So that's like a big debate within the community, right? So if I present
Llegó la pizza.
in my daily life as a woman, I personally wouldn't want somebody to come up to me like, "Hey, what's your pronouns?" I mean,
Obviously.
Look at
what
me.
does it look like?
I mean, what do you look at me?
Oh shit.
Nervous.
Está bien.
I mean, the she/her thing is okay, but I think it's like too many of them shits to follow. Like
but not everybody has that comfortability.
you should wear like
Yeah.
a nameplate or some
So-
shit with your pronouns.
Nah,
Again,
that nigga.
I'm not a
For real,
Yeah.
bro, like
No, you know
like
what
what the fuck am I expect? Like how do I know what you want me to call you?
Nah, I mean, that's an
all right.
argument. That's
I
an
mean,
argument
man,
because I've seen...
A nameplate right there, like a chain.
No, it's just so... It gets confusing sometimes because people's
I'm
like,
saying,
they
like,
dress like a
okay,
woman.
I see her as a woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I'm okay. You're a woman. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But then the other shits, que si yo, que si yo, cuando.
No,
like,
pero...
No, porque
That's
viene,
just
hay como, es
follow,
como,
like, so
es como
that's
vienen
different.
politics con eso. También entonces, yo tengo mucho cuidado y tengo mucho respeto, sea quien sea, cómo dirigirme. Y por eso,
Yo siempre me dirijo así como bien, like, dime a ver. No,
Gender neutral,
general
kinda
shit.
like-
o tal vez
It's good.
yo creo que tal vez
Yeah.
yo no te impuesto a eso, de una gente que yo sé que es de mi propio género y no sé cómo tal vez decirle con el respeto, no sé cómo lo vaya a coger, pero ella está aquí hoy para decirnos sobre eso y explicarnos cómo se debe dirigir a personas como ella.
¿Cómo que persona como ella?
como ella.
Gracias,
yeah.
Pau.
Y eso fue lo que yo dije.
No, you know what it is though. To be honest, is like you could be dressed like as a woman, but then you want me to call you a he, or
Right.
you know that's what it.
That's the
I mean, so
confusion.
that's the difference. That's where like sexuality, gender, identity
lot of shit
is
to
all
fuck.
different
It's a lot.
things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Gender is clearly male or
Yo,
female. You know what
I dead
mean?
ass think like trans people like you make it more upon yourself. Like we really like don't really care like what you want to be called.
Right.
I feel like y'all go too deep into that. Like, oh, you should call me this. Like most of the time, nobody's trying to disrespect you. Like we don't really give a fuck. Like at least in my case, you can call yourself a fucking whatever the fuck you
Well,
want.
I mean,
I got no
don't say
problems.
that, but you happen to see everybody in trans people's business. You know what I mean? Like,
So-
it's
so-
a topic of conversation everywhere. I'm not saying you.
No,
personally,
no,
but you know
go
what I
ahead.
mean?
No, it's cool.
So I guess it's one of those topics that for each person within the community is different. I can only speak on my experiences,
Cool.
what I know. I don't speak on behalf of everybody. So I mean, I get it. I get that you feel me? Like there's now they, them, gender neutral, gender this, gender that. It's a lot of different things.
Gender fluid.
I got you.
Right.
I'm old school. It's either you
So
want to be a
gender
boy
fluid
or
is
you wanna be a
whatever you
girl.
feel.
know what
Like
I mean?
gender
So-
fluid is
when-
like boy, girl, back. Like,
But when did you want to become? When did you know you was a boy? Like I mean a girl. I'm sorry.
So I've always been attracted to males since I was young. I knew that since I was like 6.
what age would that be? Young.
By 6.
By
Like
six?
By
6 years old,
Wow.
I already used to look at boys and be like, oh,
Tigre tato.
he's cute. Like
Dude,
I want to
wow.
hang out with the boys. I don't
That 7-year-old
want to be
hot.
with the girls, but it's not like I want to hang out with the boys because I want
With that same voice,
Like, you
but like with that same voice, everything, or we just transforming.
Well, no, clearly I was younger, so my voice was a little smaller. You know what I mean?
Okay.
As puberty. So everybody's transition is different. Some people
Okay.
have the luxury of transitioning at an early on age
Mm-hmm.
before puberty, which helps them more naturally with their voice, the size of their breasts, the shape of their body. A whole ton of it goes into
Yeah.
it. Puberty blockers.
So, oye, a ella le molesta que le digan he entonces. Hey, oh,
course, I'm not-
look what you looking.
I'm not a man.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
So
Pero
I-
te han
I socially-
confundido, gente,
I'm
¿verdad?
not saying that I'm a woman, right? Because I feel like women have their own.
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
okay, okay,
know,
okay.
Wear an umbrella. We come from an umbrella,
Yeah.
right? And we're a subclass of woman. I'm a trans woman.
Yeah. So
I'm
you
not a woman.
really,
I can't carry, you know.
yeah.
she broke it
You're
down
really
for her.
concerned who
Right.
you came from.
But I'm the type of person that, tú sabes, si tú me respetas a mí, si tú no me quieres decir mujer y tú me quieres decir hombre,
It's fine.
me pega igual. You know why?
Oh, no te
That's
afecta.
what, no. I'm not saying that I condone it or.
Okay,
What
okay.
I'm saying is, let's say you, for example, you know, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Pero si tú me dices, mira, Jinx, yo creo que tú eres hombre, tú naciste hombre, y tú vas a ser hombre.
Y tú vas a ser para
No matter what you do, how big your titties
Yeah.
are, how pretty you look, whatever it is. Yo no te voy a negar cómo tú sientes.
Sí.
Si tú quieres llamarme hombre, muy bien. Pero yo no tengo que sentarme aquí to listen to it, respect
Okay,
it.
okay.
I'm going to go where I'm
Yeah.
respected. You feel me? Because at the end of the day,
Where you feel comfortable.
when I walk out this building, socially, I'm seen as a woman.
Eso es,
When I walk
tú
out the street,
respetas lo que, donde la
claro.
gente te diga.
Cuando yo camino por la calle, God bless you, ma, diablo, tú eres tan
Hey.
linda. Mami, no es, you know, I'm privileged in my community. Or so they say privileged, meaning que yo soy una de las tipos de mujeres trans que puede pasar como mujer.
Okay.
No todas mujeres trans pueden hacer eso. Hay algunas mujeres que todavía se ven como son hombres.
Que se ven, todavía se le ve lo ápero. Y
So para mí,
vainas
yo
así.
me consideran una mujer privileged.
Okay.
So at 6 years old, you already knew you like boys.
Yes.
When did you decide I'm gonna go through this process of becoming a woman?
So when I was young, if my mom was here, she'd be like, "Yep." I used to go into her closet and like take her clothes, like her heels.
That's
her
the first sign,
lipstick.
right?
Ahí que empezó la inventadera y la vaina.
So I used to say that my top lip got darker. I lied to my mom. I put lipstick on my lip, and she caught me, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like my lip got like that because I was wearing lipstick or whatever. So my 5th birthday, I wanted to dress like Selena for my birthday party.
Whoa.
Como la
I
flor.
wanted to wear bell-bottom pants with like these cowboy boots and a blouse.
At 5 years old.
At 5 years old.
Bobo pa'l papá.
And my mom, being my mom, she went and she bought me what I wanted
Okay. Shout out to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mother.
My dad
She
is
was very clear of the
yes.
situation.
My dad is a Dominican man, a typical
Ay,
Dominican
coño.
man.
Típico,
San
brother.
Francisco Macorís. You feel me? Like he's.
Mira, muchacho, el diablo, ¿qué es lo que tú vas a
My
poner?
dad always supported me. When I was younger, he made it very clear that it was more okay to be gay than to be a woman.
Okay.
And in the time that we grew up, that was more acceptable in society than being a trans woman.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt. You're talking about your dad said that to you or your mom's?
No. I'm saying that my dad, like, while he was always accepting of me, he didn't directly always say it, but you know, it's.
But he said like he took it
Yeah,
like
you know,
like
it
Él sabía lo que
was either-
tenía.
Oh, okay.
My dad's thing was
Okay.
that he always wanted to protect me from the world because he knew that I was gonna deal with.
That's what
No, porque
A lot of
que
things
desde que tú
about
dijiste típico dominican, mira, muchacho, que
He
te
is,
un machetazo ahí, con lo que tú vas.
you know,
You
we're not
feel me?
defending.
Like,
We're not
Yeah,
defending.
and I grew up in the 90s. I'm 30. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
at that-
wow.
At that time,
Wow.
it
Se
wasn't.
ve bien para 30.
Being gay was something
ve
that
bien,
was
man.
just like, it was still taboo out there. So being trans was
Next level.
You taking it to the moon and back. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Like
Too
at
much.
that point, you're doing too much.
Right.
You get that
Yeah.
label. So
Yeah, let me
I
ask-
did
let
what
me-
I had to
let
do
me-
to
let me
survive
ask
and be who I was.
I noticed that your voice is still a little bit manly. Like, do you have? I seen on TikTok like mad trans and shit. That they be having two
You
voices.
do have two voices.
Do you have another one? I want to hear your.
Wait,
So
without
right
going-
now, I'm sorry. I
Banking.
actually had an appointment today for my voice consultation because I'm gonna get my voice done.
What the?
So-
Wait, what? You could get your voice done too?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
So that is something. that you
Everything
could
done,
get,
bro.
Even your voice?
You have two voices now?
through insurance. I do. So it's just a little bit lighter.
Let me hear.
That's
Let me hear
crazy,
your
though.
voice. Let me-
That's
A little bit
crazy.
more
You're,
like
you're
the-
talking. You're talking to ese
I'm a little
moreno.
hoarse,
ahora mismito
I'm a
right
little
there.
hoarse right now, but
Ahí
I'm
está
just
Fausto
like,
también, un morenito.
hey, what's up? Like,
Y
how
llega
are
ahí.
you? You know,
It's a little
Learn.
soft.
again,
Okay.
it's a little softer. It depends on the day. The more you strain your voice, the more it happens.
Bet.
I usually don't use my normal voice when I'm around people that I don't know, but estamos en coro.
Estamos en coro.
Haciendo coro, dijo, coño.
But so what's something like that cost to change like a voice?
Honestly, being trans is expensive.
I can imagine everything's expensive. Imagine.
Oh, really?
It's
Transaction.
expensive. Luckily, here in New York, insurance covers a lot of things.
Insurance covers all of that.
So
Yeah.
insurance covers FFS, insurance covers your
And
ride.
niggas don't even want to cover when I get sick
body.
regular.
Ah, so you're talking about the insurance,
Health
wait,
insurance.
health insurance that is kind of,
Yep.
but you're not talking about in general, like.
But why? Hold on. Honestly, to get the insurance to back you up, do you have to go to a psychologist? And this, I really want to know,
You have to
just for the
go
people
to a
to know.
doctor.
Like, you have to
Really?
go to a
You
psychologist
have
and
to
kind
see
of.
a psychologist.
Right.
So they
And
treat
you
it
have to
as a mental
medically
thing.
cleared for that. So before, back in like the 90s, being trans was considered a mental illness. Now in New York City, it's not, but there are some underlining.
Still.
They'll figure it out.
Still,
They'll
you
figure
know
it
what
out
I
how to
mean?
get that checked.
So it is considered something called gender dysphoria, which pretty much means that you do not align with the gender that you
Was born with.
You know what I mean? You have some type of dysphoria about the body that you're in for that. So those surgeries are classified as like important. A lot of trans women die because of that. You know what I mean? So healthcare surgeries specifically it's like a likelihood for women. They need that to live. A lot of trans women, they depend on that for sex work. You know what I mean? To get clients.
Yeah, but I don't think insurance cares that you're a sex worker.
Honestly, they do.
Yeah?
I feel like we get the
Like you're what?
privilege.
worker.
We get the privileges that we get because of certain things that we go through. You know what I mean? So the
Especially
average
now
trans-
that they normalize it.
the average trans woman, in about this year alone, maybe like 39, 34 trans women have been killed. But it's not something that you see on the news. It's not something that's reported.
What's
It's
the
not
main
something-
thing you said like
Why?
yeah, because it's not suicide. You said they get killed.
So a high rate is suicide, but most of it is murder.
Well,
You
those
know what I
are
mean?
all in
Like,
there, though?
For sure. That's where like disclosure comes in. You feel me? How comfortable you are with disclosing.
Yeah.
There's trans women who are able to go incognito, which means
You think it should be a law like that you got to tell me
No.
type of shit?
So
Well,
I
I gotta
personally
find out about
disclose
myself
to
type of
everybody just for me because I'm somebody who I have a lot of friends. You see me outside a lot sometimes. Like you just never know who you're gonna bump into. But I don't personally feel like I need to disclose to every single person. So if Fausto, reaches out to me, right, and we're talking, I don't feel like I need to just sit there and be like, hey, and I'm trans. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't you think that's a little bit though, like, you know, like
So I feel like if I'm not
you like
looking
kind of
to
lying?
pursue you in any type of way, like if you just hit me up on a regular conversation, like, yo, what's up? How are you?
I mean, yeah, on,
Like,
a, on,
you
a, on
know,
a regular
you're
conversation,
beautiful,
yeah.
like, what's up?
But let's say you and
Thank
Fausto, you start to
appreciate
talk
it.
for a few weeks
Now,
already,
if
type
we're
of shit.
talking and
Nigga
we
already
both
loving
are
you.
planning
Hey.
to meet up, you know, we're both clearly attracted to each other and we want to take it to that step, for sure. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, this is something that you should know. Da, 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 da. So me and my best friend have like this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's a lot of niggas in New York that they won't care, bro. There's a lot of undercover
they don't
niggas.
care.
There's a lot of undercover niggas out
Hey.
here.
So you
probably get
that's
the-
something different.
I heard.
I don't.
What you heard, John?
I heard.
What's
I
the-
heard. I heard.
I don't know. I don't correlate with that undercover like DL kind of like story, only because I identify as a woman. Any man who dates me is in a heterosexual relationship. You know what I mean?
Hold on, hold
they-
on, hold on,
okay,
hold on,
wait,
hold on, hold on. You go, I go. Can I go?
Go ahead.
I got something too, but
Hold on.
vamos a dejarte.
I hear you, right? But at the end of the day, you have a penis still, right?
Hey.
So that is usually something that I don't disclose.
You don't have
You
to.
gotta find out for yourself.
Haciendo coro.
You do have to find out. OF coming soon.
Mira,
Hey.
Jeans, mira, antes que tú sigas hablando, tirar un poco de español para la gente haciendo
No,
coro. El
claro,
público que
perdón.
tenemos ahí,
Es
los
que el
menores,
español mío
el
es
chamaquito que
you know,
tenemos ahí,
chiqui
para de
chapi.
gente. Ya.
Ponemos un AI barato por ahí a
You know,
traducir.
hold on. You know what's crazy? I have a story with a trans.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
I do.
Please
amén,
elaborate.
Fausto.
So let me just.
Fausto got all
Acaba de
the-
revelar algo.
We don't wanna say
Fausto got all the
it's
sexual.
not like
So what I say?
Se ha tenido
Don't
de
correct
todo.
me.
a trans
woman. Okay.
Ese hombre ha pasado
And
por
if you want
todas.
to say a trans woman, like I said, femme queen. Or
I
something,
have a
even
story
more
with a femme
sexual,
queen.
like-
Fam queen.
¡Ey, diablo, Fausto!
¿Sí?
Fausto te reveló algo aquí, feo.
Nah, but anyway, I was talking to this girl on DM, right? And we was
Is this
just
somebody we know?
nah, I don't
No
know.
name, no name, no.
Vamos a esta historia que está muy, muy interesante.
Why you so interested, nigga?
No, let me hear that. Let me hear that.
Anyway, I was DMing back and forth, just kind of the same scenario you kind of
Spicy
pitched out.
shit.
Yeah, just talking, should you know, North.
Responding back quick.
You know, but
¿Eso fue en iOS o en Messenger?
no, this is early age of Instagram. But anyway, I'm looking at pictures and to me it was a girl, son.
Fire.
En cuatro, bikini.
Ay, mi madre, eso es la peligrosa.
So whatever we talking. Normal nigga shit. Yeah, come through.
Saca la calculadora, que Fausto ya está calculando
Fausto
lo que va
ya-
a pasar.
Yo,
Ya estaba cogiendo un vuelo, Fausto.
Algo raro. ahí.
Yo, right before she
Nigga, por the ticket.
decided to, she lived in New York. Right before she was in the Cologne, she was like, I got to tell you something. I was like, what happened?
Shit.
She's like, I just want to let you know that
Wow.
I'm a trans. I said,
Oh, shit.
I just want to let you know so that, so there's no misunderstanding. I said, I appreciate you being honest. Never. Now listen, I don't got nothing to get. And I'm not gonna
That's
say never because it's
crazy.
never, but it's
Solamente
never.
Fausto
I just
cae
don't
mal.
like. I don't like penis. And to me, there's a penis attached.
Obviously, do you?
But not all trans people have penis.
Do you?
Right, but she did.
So now, what if?
She did though. So I don't know. She
Wait.
had a penis. So
Wait. 2 + 2, 4.
Damn, but he was polite, though.
No,
He was polite with it. He was
right.
I think I'm
Did the
mad
right
cool with gay.
He-
My
he-
father.
No,
my father
but he
raised
took it politely, but it would have been somebody
No,
else.
but I think
you know?
there might be a slight difference. You know, gay and trans is a little different. You know?
No, it is.
Because you might
all
be
right.
like you 6'4" dude, you know, looking
De-
at
deja Jeans
but
que,
you're
que,
gay.
que explique eso. Que
So-
deja que ella explique eso de
So,
gay and
okay,
trans.
Right? So a gay man, I've always heard this, like, oh, so why don't trans women just date
A gay man.
gay men?
Right.
Like,
Problem fixed,
Oh,
right?
what the fuck?
Problem fixed.
That's kind of confusing.
like, oh my God.
That's kind of
like,
confusing.
Why don't you just date a gay man? Like,
Problem
because
fixed.
a gay man doesn't want to look at my titties and.
Pero lo
Kinda
mío-
really-
He was he,
Pero
that's
lo
funny
mío.
that the gay
He's
man
not
will see
attracted
you
to
as a
that.
female. Though.
Pero eso es como una mujer y una mujer, un hombre con hombre.
Respectfully, in the ballroom
Obviously,
culture,
right?
like in the gay scene, gay men treat trans women like queens. You feel me? Like you walk them to the bathroom, you hold the door, like they hold a certain standard. Because respectfully, femme queens are the ones who paved the way for a lot of the things that, a lot of the rights that the LGBTQ has now. You know what I mean? So
I mean, y'all take
Again.
the end short of the stick, basically. Yeah,
sure.
you know, like, and
if you
y'all
have
take
a
an extra
pyramid,
step.
No pun
trans
intended,
women
though,
are like the
No pun intended.
treated as like the bottom of the barrel. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, like a gay man isn't gonna look at me and be like, "Oh damn, she's fire." Like I want.
They gotta be a man.
He's gonna look at somebody like, "Oh," and be like, "Yo, that nigga looks good. Like I want him."
Y'all have the same taste, basically. Gay man.
Ajá, eso lo estoy diciendo como que no hay mucha
The only
diferencia.
thing is that most gay men go for like DL men, things like that. I don't usually like to partake again in that culture because as a woman, yo soy la que tengo que ponerme el valor, ¿verdad? So si yo estoy con un hombre sneaking in at night, the nigga don't take me out, he can't walk in the streets with me. That's not the nigga for me.
Got it,
So,
got it,
like,
got it.
why?
You don't-
When you say sneaking in at night, a mí me tiraron un papelito por ahí abajo. Me dijeron, pregúntale con cuántos tigres casados ya está. Would that be one of those?
Rompe
Que están casados and they sneak out
rompe
with the fire
matrimonio.
escape at night?
So
¿Has rompido matrimonio tú?
Di que mi amor, tengo una
I've lived
emergencia.
two different lives.
Cayó
right?
preso
you.
un pana mío.
I've lived my life.
Deja que ella diga eso. ¿Has rompido matrimonio tú?
I've lived my life as I am now, and then I've lived my life as who I was before,
Which
right?
is what, a gay man?
Like as a gay man.
So that's
right?
good because you got both perspectives.
Which is two
Es mala, es mala.
different worlds.
things, right?
Es mala, es mala.
Because respectively, being a woman, if you think that somebody just sits up here and is like, oh yeah, I want to be a woman, that shit is not the hardest thing. Women don't got it easy. Big ups to them, right?
Okay.
Big up to the women, I guess.
To the women, to
Yeah.
all the women, regardless of what they are.
Shout out to all the
So
women.
don't dance around the question, though.
Have I been with married men? Yes. Am I
Hey, hey.
Again, I'm older. When I was younger, I lived a very different lifestyle. You feel me? There were certain things that I didn't really care about, right? As I got older and as I got into my own relationships and,
But wait, like
you know,
the married man, obviously he's married. He's
and
straight.
some of them aren't even
to the
married.
to
Baby
the public
fathers,
to the public they
boyfriends.
straight.
You feel me? Like,
Y por atrás,
well, again,
That's crazy.
That's where that conversation comes in.
damn, so a woman
most
gotta
people-
suck that. A
most
woman
men
di que me
who-
pegaron cuerno con un tigre.
Speak to me, reach out to me, who try to holler at me, see a woman, right? So,
Even then, I mean, not then. Even then, even when you was a gay man.
no, when I
Right
was
now, you're
a
talking
male,
about now. Right, right.
two totally different audiences.
Ah.
O sea, hay muchos
as
de
a
ellos.
gay male, I got a different audience than as a trans woman.
Ah,
Once
that's
I
interesting.
transitioned, like, it was just a different.
So it's like starting all
Okay.
over. It was like starting
Yeah.
all over to
So,
different. worlds.
so hay muchos hombres que, con respeto, se han engañado contigo, que tú has tenido mucho que...
No,
hay
no,
mucho
no.
que tú has tenido que decirle, oye,
Yo no
mira,
estoy-
yo soy esto.
Yo no estoy engañando a nadie.
Ellos saben lo que andan
Yo vivo mi vida
buscando.
como yo la vivo. La gente sabe quién yo soy. Si no saben quién yo soy, yo le digo. Pero ¿a quién yo voy a engañar?
Pero me imagino que tú tal vez te la has declarado mucho y han seguido la rumba. ¿Verdad?
That's what she said. That's what
¿Verdad?
she's
That's what,
saying.
Like-
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
So,
Yeah.
it- like I said,
Ahí es que tan raro para de gente.
being
¿Me
trans is
entiendes?
weird. You know what I mean? Like you're either attracted to trans women because they're trans, or you're attracted to
you be,
trans women.
you be having the
but
good chimas
you're
on the
not
DM, though.
interested in them because they're trans.
Wow.
That makes sense.
That's crazy.
Because it's not that people aren't attracted to me. I 50 times a day I hear how pretty I am, how beautiful I am, and all of that.
No, but like he asks, like once they know, okay, oh shit, she's not a natural
Honestly,
born
some
woman.
men,
Imagino que han
men
seguido
are
cuando
more-
tigres.
But that's what I'm
viral
saying,
por
like-
ahí.
some
like-
men are more interested.
El tigre casado ya dijo, oh shit, okay, she wasn't born a woman, but kind of
Some
rock
guys
and roll
don't-
with this shit.
Some guys can't believe it at first, or
No, y
you know
tal
what I
vez.
mean, like I feel like when society is taught to think like when they think of a trans woman, it's supposed to be like Wesley Snipes in a fucking wig. You feel me? Like Johnson in a wig, and that's what it is. Like
No, es que hay muchos hombres también que
Bueno.
hay muchos hombres que a través de esa situación se han descubrido también.
como que ellos creen que no puede haber mujeres trans que son lindas, que son que se
Nah,
parecen.
we live in a
You know
different
what I
world
mean?
now.
Like-
There's actually trans.
Oye,
women that
oye,
are
Fausto.
pretty.
Yo,
So-
pero tú ves tú metes en Instagram y tú ves un par de trans women que I swear to everything.
Te confunde, te confunde.
Que si te diga que te fuiste una noche y te dieron un, excuse my language, una mamadita, tú sabes, fácilmente tú no vas a
¡Homo,
nada.
pi!
I feel like we're in
Homo.
2023.
No, yo no, manera.
I've heard,
Oh,
I've heard,
my
I've
P.
heard,
No,
I've
no,
heard,
no, no,
I've heard a
no.
couple of
P.
questions. I've heard a
Oye.
couple of stories uptown about trans women.
Opta.
I've heard a couple of.
Güey, Diamond. En Diamond,
¿Verdad?
por ahí, por Diamond.
Claro,
Por
yo he
Diamond,
ido-
yo he ido para
que le
Diamond.
dice, oye, esta
Por
historia,
Diamond,
oye esta historia.
Por ahí, por
Oye
Diamond,
esta
yo he ido
historia. No
para
voy a decir
Diamond.
nombre, pues oye esta historia.
No diga nombre, please.
No, ¿sabes?
Oh, sí, that's a famous one.
Oh, yeah.
Ella había una, ¿no te
I know what you're
acuerdas?
talking about.
En los tiempos de Negro Claro. ¿Te acuerdas? Familia de los noveleros. ¡Ey!
Mira,
¿Te acuerdas de los tiempos de familia?
Dejaron los huesos.
no deje tan.
Con fuego, ¿oíste?
Pero yo hoy
my.
dije, oye esta historia, de que esa trans llevó un tigre bacano a un baño y se lo mamó, ¿no verdad?
Sí.
Y después le dijo, pero él quería
Y él
cingar.
sabía.
No, él no sabía. Digo,
Oh,
no
ya.
sé, no sé.
Ah, ok.
Allegedly.
Él quería cingar y él le dijo, no, yo tengo mi periodo.
Too late.
Y le fue por atrás.
Eso
Oh.
pasa mucho.
So
Like,
basically she tricked him,
eso
though.
pasa. I've heard stories
Ella le
like
dijo, yo
that,
tengo mi
you know.
periodo, ¿para qué vaina? Y
Again, some not all
Le dieron lo
trans
suyo.
women disclose. Some of them really don't give a fuck. You feel me? But that's a game that you're playing with your life.
I mean, bro, like,
Imagínate con
no
ese-
lie, no lie. If you're in that situation, bro, y te están dando los warnings, te dieron tú sabes, tu mamá tu vaina, and then di que quedaban por atrás, pues tengo, nigga, like, you know, shit,
No, but
shit
if
ain't adding up.
If that nigga's drunk, let's
Ain't not enough.
let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean,
Oh,
liquor, yeah,
shit.
does weird shit.
Liquor, club, they just sucked him off.
Bro, you gotta touch something, bro.
Coño, Fausto, tú como que sabes de eso.
That's true. I mean,
Sexuality.
Nah, y los
is
tigres
like
con tal vez con par de alcohol, par de chai, vaina, eso es different.
How you
Es
get with a par de shot, John?
normal, más hombre, loco.
más hombre.
Más hombre, más bacanísimo.
Ajá,
Bacanísimo.
está bien.
Ahora, yo nunca le falto respeto, yo tengo mi seguridad. Digo, oh, yo puedo conversar y vaina, porque en ese tiempo, como dijo el señor Yeira, oh shit, it's Yeira.
Yeira.
De esa persona de ese tiempo, we was around that, and we were just there normal, because we knew who she was with, y todo eso, y nosotros teníamos respeto, y era normal. Yo creo que de ese tiempo de Yeira, yo aprendí lo que es estar al lado de un hishi. Al lado. ¿Tú me entiendes?
crazy.
No. Pero no. Espérate. No. Pero espérate, déjame
It's a
hablar.
motherfucking
Pero
rap.
déjame
Come
hablar.
on.
Espérate, Jeans, déjame hablar. Yo estoy hablando, espérate. Él no entendió.
listen.
Él no entendió. No, pero espérate, él no entendió. Deja que yo
Time out.
termine.
Esa
Yo,
flex-
time
Está
out.
hablando en ese tiempo.
Yo.
Oye, espérate.
Yo, we got,
Está hablando la real.
yo, we did I
En
got
ese
30
tiempo.
minutes talking
Déjame
about
hablar.
education.
Oye, déjame terminar. Déjame terminar.
How to address it.
Estamos en un tiempo diferente ahora.
sí, dale.
En ese tiempo, estoy diciendo que yo aprendí a estar con una gente en esa ley, cómo tratarlo, ¿entiendes? Porque uno tiene que aprender. Oh, espérate, no, she's cool.
Bueno, you don't have to. That's the thing with the world.
Y estamos en una vaina.
Everybody lives in a world where you could do. We live in America where you could do
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck you want. You could be whatever.
No,
you
no, but that's what I'm
Tú puedes
saying.
ser Superman. Tú puedes ser.
No, claro. Y ahora
¿Me
mismo
entiendes?
estamos en unos tiempos modernos que ahora muchas cosas son normales, que
Claro.
como antes. Entonces, como yo
Yo,
lo
loco,
dije,
yo, suelta el pie, me tiene nervioso, brother.
Estamos en Halloween, señores, haciendo coro. Una semana de
Suelta
Halloween
el pie.
sangrienta. Oye, lo que estoy diciendo es que en ese tiempo, yo lo estoy explicando de cómo yo lo percibí en ese tiempo como he, she. Pero ya, como estamos en unos tiempos ya, con el tiempo uno dice, no, ya. Y uno acepta.
Tiempo moderno, estamos.
Pero yo era chamaquito en ese tiempo. Acuérdate que diferente edad.
El tigre se limpió heavy ahí, oíste. Se limpió heavy.
hacer una pregunta aquí atrás.
Ay.
Una pregunta.
Entre un maricón y un bugarrón.
¿Cuál es la diferencia?
Entre un maricón y un bugarrón. Un maricón es alguien que es gay, que tú lo ves por la calle, pluma gay por ahí.
Marica, tú.
Proud as fuck, right? Un bugarrón, o como se dice en inglés, trade,
Es un macho de hombre
Eh,
que le gusta.
un tigre que es de la calle, usualmente like a gang member o
shit.
alguien,
gang member.
¿sabe?
Somebody
Who perceives una
Extra
personalidad
manly.
masculina,
Más
que es
gangster.
súper masculina.
Y es más que los
Pero
Yo conozco dos o
que
tres.
por la
así, pero
noche, aunque tenga mujer, aunque tenga hijos, aunque tenga lo que tenga en su
se
vida,
escapa por ahí.
se coja a los tigres en la noche.
Por el fallo que se
pero que
se
le den
va.
por atrás o que le den a los tigres.
Bueno,
O eso,
el bugarrón da, yo creo que esa es la diferencia.
no, el bugarrón le dan. No dan.
Ah, pues ustedes
le
saben,
dan.
ustedes saben de eso.
Si es dominicano, es nada más da.
Ella está explicando y ellos están diciendo, descifrando
Hello.
su vaina, porque ustedes saben de su vaina.
Hello.
No, pero espérate.
Dame un segundo. A veces este micrófono coge los
Está
sonidos.
cogiendo bien. Está cogiendo bien.
Otra vez, la brisa otra vez. ¿Cómo que dijo?
No, espérate. El bugarrón coge o da.
La creta.
No, de verdad, like,
Okay,
politically.
so-
Like,
It depends who you're dealing with, right? So I feel like most bugarrones that deal with men, nada más dan.
nada más dan.
Y no reciben.
Ahora, when you trade o los bugarrones que se lo dan a las mujeres trans, ellos les gustan que le den.
Esa weird ass
Wow,
shit.
that's crazy.
Eso es-
Es un poco confuso, pero
eso es, ajá,
Eso es
es
álgebra,
complicado,
eso es
es
álgebra
complicado.
en-
Hay que entender ese mundo.
Junior high school.
it's a complicated, es algo de
Sí, pero para ti no está complicado ya. Ya tú
porque
estás.
ya
¿Quién tú
está.
eres? ¿Quién tú
Ella está
eres?
apurada.
Yo sé quién soy, yo...
Feel sorry for those que están confundidos todavía, que no saben lo que es la vaina. Y si
Como
quieren
yo.
coger, si
Ellos
quieren
buscan su
coger
lado.
o quieren recibir una de las dos.
Ellos
Porque
van a su
digan.
lado, ellos van a jugar y van a encontrar su lado con que se van.
Ellos tienen que intentar
con que se van
primero.
a conformar.
De que
Dilo,
recibir
dilo,
coger.
dilo. Mira, yo quiero saber dos cosas. I want you to tell me a story.
Dos docenas de cosas.
Ajá.
Dos docenas que tú quieres saber de
Dos
cosas.
cenas se le salió el campo al tigre de ahí, man.
Tigre.
Vea usted.
Like, what's the biggest discrimination you ever been through? That just
Damn, fuck.
Yeah.
All right, so
Probably a lot, right?
this is probably going to sound like so cliche, but
Estoy haciendo coro,
I
habla.
did not experience like any of that,
Yeah, I'm glad you said some shit
like
like that.
kind of things like that growing up. You know what I mean? I was always the type of person que tú me pones en cualquier grupo, con cualquier gente o en cualquier lado y yo
Igual.
salgo amigo con todo el mundo.
Aquí todo el mundo, everybody that is
Friendly,
in the room,
friendly.
everybody knows you.
The most maybe like when I was in elementary school, like before people knew openly that, you know, I was, well, at that time, I identified as gay. They'd be like, "Oh, are you gay?" Like regular shit, like shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but as far like to say like, "Oh, somebody has discriminated against me," or no, like I've been
I
fortunate.
feel like
I've been
people are too
fortunate enough
busy,
to
like,
not.
That's
experience
dope.
Dealing
that.
with their own fucking
I'm happy to hear that.
Oh, so you're saying that you haven't been through the que
No.
mucho así.
Again, when I was younger, I lived a different life. So
Sí, porque ese es el
my father
trauma.
was very tough on me. One thing he didn't want me to do was be a pussy.
No, pues that's a blessing porque oye, ese trauma de mucho,
No, claro,
tú sabes,
you know,
que
everybody-
tienen que estar,
cada hombre o mujer tiene su...
no, cada persona es su
¿tú me
mundo
entiendes?
también.
But that's why I say everybody's transition is different.
It's different, yeah.
Everybody,
Are you, if you haven't and if you feel comfortable, are you planning to go all the way?
So
Did you go all the way?
Por eso,
I have not had any surgeries yet.
No titties, no nothing.
coming soon, coming soon.
Everything that I have right now is just from hormones.
Yo,
So I
yo,
don't-
John, I see you checking it out, bro. Like, what's up?
No,
How they looking?
espera.
I'm far from here. How they
Si
look?
ella está aquí, ¿qué tú quieres? ¿Que no la mire?
Yo, los
Pero,
lentes
ajá,
tuyos.
pero ajá, la estamos
los-
mirando todo el mundo.
los lentes
Y que,
tuyos
oye, mira, ella
son
quiere que yo te
see-through.
hable y te ignore y te corte los ojos.
gotta dejar
Aquí hay seguridad, aquí sabemos lo que nos gusta.
macho
usted
de
sabe.
hombre.
Pero yo
Yo soy
respeto.
una
Usted ve, un macho de hombre, de la
Yeah,
casa.
he was definitely checking though.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was like,
Y tú estás viendo también, porque tú no estás viendo a los dos,
no,
¿eh?
nigga, I'm checking your eyes.
Ah,
nigga.
los dos no
I saw
está-
your eyes. You were checking,
Entonces,
bro.
tiene los lentes puestos.
I'm looking at you.
Aquí hay confusión. Mira, que te iba a preguntar, Jinx, right? En los tiempos de la escuela, do you met at that time otra persona también que era, que también estaba en ese proceso?
En los tiempos cuando yo era más joven, casi,
Estamos hablando de la edad de qué edad más o menos.
casi no había gente como trans así. La gente era más gay, lesbiana, como para ser mujer trans en ese tiempo era una gran
Como una vaina de grande.
lejos.
Sí.
So, claro que yo conocí otra gente gay, pero no todo el mundo estaba en la calle de que, oh, you know, I'm gay, like, I'm proud, cosas así, like, growing up, I always knew who I was very secure in it. Aunque yo siempre sabía que era mujer, o quería
Okay.
ser mujer,
Ya.
la vida me dio unas cartas que, you know what I mean? I had to be who I needed to be at that time
Okay.
to survive. And when I finally
That's
got out of
crazy.
survival mode, I was able to be who I wanted to be.
That's dope.
Wow, that's great.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel that, because right now I heard that kids are not allowed in gay parades and that
They're allowed.
No,
Yes, they are.
no.
What
bunch
you
of
mean,
par-
Fausto?
the
Fausto,
whole
¿cómo
bunch of
así?
parades.
What kids?
There's a discussion that they shouldn't be allowed.
No. Maybe in
I
New
understand.
York
There's
they're
a couple
allowed,
of discussions.
but there's a couple
Yeah.
of states that don't allow kids. I forgot what state it was that doesn't
Florida.
allow. I think it was probably Florida.
Florida's like the number one doing shit like that.
Was it Florida? Right?
They don't allow kids to
like
go.
banning.
Hold on. They don't allow kids to go to these parades.
Florida does more than that, though. They don't allow you to get gender affirming care at a certain age anymore.
How you feel about that?
So
Move out the state.
I honestly, for sure. I
No,
know-
but I'm
you
saying
know what's
about-
crazy? I
No,
know
pero
a
why
couple
she-
of
que ella
trans women
piensa
from
sobre
Florida
eso, que-
because the laws.
No, but I want to know more about the kids because
Yeah,
there's a
about-
conversation. This is a conversation that I had with.
So okay, I feel, and this is me personally, I feel like if as a kid I had more positive trans figures or people to look up to to even know that that was something. Because you know what I mean? Like, we didn't really, like, you knew about transitioning back then.
At what
but
age
didn't
did you transition?
really know about it. I've medically started my transition 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's
So fairly recent.
But you gotta, in my opinion, you was at an age already that you could decide, like,
Right,
good
no,
for
using
you.
the
¿Y tú estás diciendo cuántos años
But
de
it
tú
was-
tienes ya
but it-
ahora mismo?
30.
30, ¿verdad?
But it was different for me because, like I said, I was on survival mode for a long time. You feel me? And it was easier to be that person than be who I really was.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes it doesn't go so peachy keen for everybody. You lose your family, you lose your friends, you lose, you know, important connections.
Have you lost
in your
anybody?
life. Anybody who's ever met me or have ever come in contact with me and I have like a relationship with, you know, I'm really close to. But I have like, you know, have strained relationships.
But hold on. Do you think it's because they have to get to know a new person?
So, all right, think about it like this, right? When I first, and this is not just for like parents, this goes like for friends, peers, anybody who's really around, because your transition doesn't always just affect you. It does also sometimes affect the people around you. It's just up to you whether you give a fuck enough to care about that, right? So I have to think about it. My parents lost their oldest son, right? And now I have to know somebody new. You know what I mean?
Wow.
My friends lost somebody that they knew for years on end because I've known most of my friends for 15 plus years. You know what I mean? So I could see where, you know, relationships get strained, certain things happen.
She's like, shit, I don't even know you.
People change. I don't really feel like I felt like it was more a me thing. So I just became like this different person. I just gained this like confidence once I started my transition, where I didn't feel like I deserved a lot of things in my life before, or I was content with being a certain person and being treated a certain way. And I don't know, when I transitioned, like it just beefed things up for me.
Yo,
like
but listen.
I became that bitch in that sense.
All right, listen. I know we're talking about informative shit. It's a real issue.
Y'all want to get down to the nitty?
Pero this is haciendo coro. We don't want to make shit
Haciendo coro.
too hard.
Yeah.
We
Going
wanna
around the
keep
bush,
everybody
vainita.
Una pregunta
make
freca.
it
Una
hot.
pregunta freca. Like this shit, I always had it in my head. Like, yo, pero ven acá.
Make it hot.
Spicy.
When you go to the bathroom, do you still have nigga privileges? Like, tú te sientas or you be
sit
like,
down
know
or you
what?
open-
You know what? For this one right here,
Privilegio de
ain't nobody
hombre.
watching.
Privilegio de
De
hombre.
lejos lo dejé soltar.
Yo soy una dama.
Okay, I just wanted to know. It's just question.
¿Cómo se siente cómoda? ¿Tú me entiendes?
I don't know. That's nigga behavior.
So, tú,
No,
you,
but that's what I'm saying. Okay.
so you do both. You do both.
Oh no,
right?
no. Like the reason why I asked,
No, not really.
the reason why I asked, is like if you catch yourself slipping, like, oh shit, soy mujer, but you took a, you know, you kind of.
No, como que también que tú a veces tú te
I
confundes.
feel like it's just second nature for me.
So you really do.
Mention-
It wasn't meant to be like
So
the
you have to
right
understand-
shit.
So no hay confusión ahí
When you
ya.
transition, it's something that's not just physically,
Physical.
it's emotional.
It's mentally. It's more mental than
So
okay.
hormones does alter your
Your
Thought
behavior.
process.
synapses.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
your
Wow.
process, respectfully, like it changes a lot. It's
I
a
just
lot
thought
that
like
comes
since it's
into it.
quicker and be like, you know what?
Tigre,
You know what?
Está chistoso.
Let me
Está
use this
chistoso,
shit
loco.
one last time.
That shit changes your bone density.
Toda la vaina,
It does
todo.
a whole lot of shit for you.
Yo, there's so much like
So
shit
ella
that
va
I want to
directo a
ask
hacer la
that
vaina
is
como
weird.
tiene que-
Nah, you have to.
Because I'm trying to do the math. That shit don't be adding
I'm
up,
an
right?
open book. Not other trans women are so open about
Okay,
things.
all right. So
My
I'm
best friend
trying
probably
to
gonna
see
watch
like that
this
biology.
and
Ella ya sabe quién ella es. Ella está ya
Ok,
abierta,
por eso
open.
estamos haciendo coro.
Open
Vamos a
mind.
suponer, question shit. Vamos a suponer aquí al público. You're a female. You identify as a female, ¿verdad? And you like niggas, right? When I like a female, my dick get hard.
Okay.
Obvio.
Right?
¿Y con qué? Con un dinosaurio se va a poner dura la vaina.
Yo,
Dime.
that's a great question.
Tigre está-
Yo, that's a great question.
Yo,
Está confundido, ¿verdad, Jim?
No.
Aclárale.
I'm trying to decipher. I'm
Aclá-
trying to play a game here to see.
No, aclárale,
like,
Jim,
where
que
does
está-
the man shit come
Es
in?
obvio,
and it
¿verdad?
kicks in? So, si a ti te gusta un hombre, ¿qué funciona?
Ey, güey, ey.
That boils down a la cuestión que lo que yo tengo en in between my
It
legs.
was just.
Buena pregunta esa, ¿viste? Aunque yo, tú sabes, le caí encima, pero el hombre aquí... el socio-
You ain't even get the question.
no,
That shit was
está
too
bien.
advanced for you, man.
No, ahora necesitamos esa respuesta.
I can't speak for myself, but other women who, if you do have your pieces, you feel me? Like if functioning.
Enseña, señala, ¿para dónde?
It's the same.
Yo, but you know what's so crazy?
Females okay, balón allí,
Not
whatever.
all trans women are functional. So meaning
Do they do something?
No, the ones
not
that
make it
still,
funny?
the ones that
functional
still.
meaning that if you do choose to keep your piece and not get, your vagina done, sometimes hormones stops functionality.
I guess that was my
Wow.
that was my
Like,
question. I guess
like,
that was
you're
my
not-
question in a really
Not
ignorant
getting
way.
erection.
So, tú
Yeah,
no te
but-
activas, no se activa de que cuando ves así, de que ya es como
So
otra
yeah, at
cosa.
that point, as a woman, you only receive.
It's different for everybody.
Every true, it's right.
Depende del party.
Ya, yo entiendo lo que ella dice.
There's some trans
¿Qué
women.
es el party?
There's
¿Cuál es el
some
party?
trans women because of sex work, they choose to be tops. You feel me? And so after they
Más
get
fácil.
cosmetically surgery,
Sí.
surged up, they'll stop taking their hormones for a while to get functionality back and be able to top.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Got it.
Why?
That's
Because
crazy.
most clients.
Yo, listen, excuse my questions. I'm just trying to make it fun.
No,
for
it's
people
fine.
watching.
It's not fun. It's just
Ahora, mira, estamos hablando de, you was mentioning transition. 3 years ago, you said, right? You're talking about 27, right?
years old.
Yeah, okay, you 30.
Yes.
So, o sea, ya tú estabas segura, pero se te tomó todo ese tiempo para ya asegurarte y tener la vaina clara.
Yo tenía un tiempo, como maybe hace como 3 años después.
But you wasn't scared, right?
Que yo estaba, like, I was just contemplating. I was there like, fuck, like.
But that sounds like
I wanna do
like
this,
kind of
like,
paranoid.
I want to do this, but I don't know if I'm going to lose, like, my friends, my family. I have nieces and nephews who...
Estaba intimidada,
I'm the
estaba
oldest- I'm the
intimidated.
oldest of my family. So, to me, my family is, like, everything.
Everything,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
My nieces, my nephews, I'm very active in their life. So that was, like, another major concern for me. Like, damn, are my nieces and nephews going to, like, understand this? Are they going to know,
Sí,
their
sí.
friends, like, and things like that? And so I started transitioning during the pandemic, like, literally right when the pandemic first started. It just got to the point where I was like, fuck it. Like, respectfully, those who get it, and those who don't.
Ya decidía, ya.
Si tú me quieres, tú me quieres. Si tú no me quieres, tú no me
Pero tú en esos tiempos estamos hablando de psicológico, o sea, tú estabas todavía... When I say 3 years ago,
So
you had to take
Before you start hormones, you have to do therapy for like
therapy.
So
Okay.
they're not just gonna you can't just walk into the doctor's office and say, hey, I want to be a boy or I want to be a girl today, and that's it. Like it don't work. like
Ya.
that, you know what I
Eso fue lo que te ayudó mucho, me imagino que like the therapy
Claro.
had to play a big ass part on that decision.
And there's trans men as well. Trans men just don't get the hot seat like trans women do because they're able to live a little bit more passable.
Yo, another question, bro. Spicy.
My man.
El hombre está caliente, el hombre está dando en la madre.
Bro, there's a lot of interesting shit. I'm trying
That's
to
a
see
fact.
what works with what doesn't work.
Ya had that at home.
When you go through the whole transition complete,
Done.
whops, they chop your shit.
Jenner. What
Shit.
is the
Te hicieron tu
Bruce
vaina
Jenner.
nueva. Keep
Rayita.
getting- te hicieron tu vaina nueva. Because you need to help us identify, like, what to look for. ¿Me entiendes? Dicen de que se hacen su cosa y que quede igualito.
It depends. You feel me? You can get what you pay for.
No. But, like, how much?
Hay niveles, there's
You could get a
levels.
designer pussy, or you could get.
Oh, is there levels to that?
You could get a
Levels?
low budget.
Really? Ah, oh, so there's levels to that.
Gucci
That's
pussy.
crazy.
For sure.
LV. Like, como dice Baboni, 200,000 en tu pussy. Así.
Depending. I think like the cheapest, probably like 35,000.
30.
So si tú le pides una de que como la Kim Kardashian, te va a salir tu par de milloncitos.
No, pero my
Claro.
question is, okay,
Like,
pa,
talking
tu
about-
vaina está bonita, te hicieron tu vaina.
Some people have scars.
That's
some people
crazy.
don't.
But how does it work?
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
The only benefit is you don't get your period. You can't get pregnant.
Wow.
I'm assuming you don't have kids, right? You don't have
No,
kids.
I don't have
But is it because you was gay?
No. So I'm a selfish person when it comes to my time. I like to be able to wake up, go where I want, do what I want to do. Don't get me wrong though. I do think about like kids. I'm still young. I still feel like I got some time in me. If I do decide to, I'll have like a surrogate.
Adopting is not like a good option?
Before I try to adopt, I would definitely want to try to have like my own
Okay.
child.
I mean, because you got the advantage.
Yeah,
You have
no.
your
Hold on,
sperm.
but so would it?
Why not?
You're gonna be with a nigga. So how would that work? Would you?
I would be there.
Would
and
no. I know that obviously, but I mean, would you want to use his sperm,
No.
your sperm?
No, her sperm.
If
Yeah.
your sperm
Yeah.
in a surrogate.
Yeah.
And what about the guy though?
That's what I'm saying. That it's
about
confusing
him?
how things work. You know, like
He's gonna be the father, but it's your sperm.
Okay.
Think about that though. I would be tight.
You can still be a father and not be.
So the second is my sperm.
No que hace.
okay.
But
Yo, we got.
Sí, pero que ella quiere que sea de verdad de
Yo
ella.
quiero que el muchacho sea
Que
mío.
sea de ella, que se
sea de mi
sienta.
sangre, you feel
Sí,
me?
de su...
Okay,
de su-
you want the bloodline.
Unless I take my mom's egg.
You want the.
Feel me like my
But that would be.
Yeah, but I don't think you want to do it like that, though.
With your mom's egg, that would be your brother.
Technically, yeah. If you think about
Oh,
it, like,
that's crazy. But wait, we're gonna take a second. We have a young lady over there. She have a question.
Sí, sí.
She come.
Tenemos algunos 3 minuticos. Vamos a darle para que ya. Pero ven, entrate a la cámara que te vea. Oh, está bien, quédate.
¿Por qué algunos trans no se lo quitan?
alguna de ellas no le importa.
O tan indeciso.
Le gusta su pieza.
Porque tan indeciso.
Porque le está ganando dinero o
¿Cómo
porque
así?
por un
Sex
tigre.
work.
No, porque reciben de los
You
dos
have to think
lados.
about it.
Dan y reciben.
Mayoría de mujeres trans son trabajadores sexuales.
Why is that though?
Why is that though?
Because the employment rate for trans women is down in the fucking gutter. You feel me?
That's
Like,
crazy.
It's hard to get a job.
Also, ya la yo.
You knew that going into that? Because obviously
Of
you don't do
course,
sex work,
of
right?
course. I'm not gonna lie. I had
do
a
s-
very prominent career before my transition, and after my transition, like it kind of went a little downhill.
Down.
You don't do sex work.
No,
So if you don't do sex work
Wow.
and that transitioning part to like, all right, yo, I said trans.
No.
You ain't think about.
so I never
future
wanted to
financially?
be like one of those girls. You know, big ups to the girls that do the sex work. You feel me? Like do what you
Queen.
gotta do.
So no OnlyFans ni nada.
We don't slut shame over here.
No hay OnlyFans ni nada de eso.
Queen? What is it?
Queen.
Femme queen?
Femme queen.
Shout out to the femme queen.
James,
Shout out to the femme queen.
no hay OnlyFans ni nada de esa vaina, que camarita,
it's
que
in the
jueguito.
Okay, so
I'm
you
getting
got
there.
OnlyFans coming.
Ah,
But before that, like the question that you said, I know you kind of answered it, pero tú crees que porque, you know, like how many, what percentage se echan para atrás después de la vaina? Like, oh shit, se me paró con esta jeva. Hot girl passes by, se me paró la vaina. Like, what
Nobody.
happened?
Well, I mean, you have to understand because you're trans doesn't mean that you're not whatever your sexual preference is. You know what I mean? Like, I could be trans and be a lesbian.
Oh shit, that's a.
pila de vaina.
Complicated, bro.
Yo, es pila de vaina.
Remember, trans is
Oh, but
your-
that's
Yo,
Bruce,
being trans
Chess.
is your gender identity.
Got it.
Being being
Whatever.
straight.
Yeah.
You
All
feel
that
me?
shit.
Being
Being into
trans
woman.
Son
man,
pileta de vaina.
That's
So you're
your
trans
sexual
woman,
preference,
but
you
you
feel
a
me?
lesbian,
Right.
But that's how Bruce is.
but then your dick get hard because she passed by.
Yeah.
You gotta, but you're a lesbian.
But that's some wild, like,
With a dick.
mathematical
Sí,
shit.
pero ella sabe lo
So,
que
like,
es.
no
Pero ella sabe lo que
No
es.
disrespect. We're just learning.
I don't want to say that.
I mean,
I'm,
funciona la
open,
vaina.
I'm fluid. I've been with men. I've been with women.
That's what it would
I've
mean.
been with-
Okay, never
I've been
mind.
with couples. You know, I've
Couples.
experienced like.
shit.
Oh, for sure.
Pero, James, eso
honestly,
pasa.
After my transition, you always hear about men fetishizing trans women. But
Why?
never
Because you
hear-
think they get that both? Because they getting both out like two
for
for
sure.
one?
But
I
you
feel
never-
like they
but you
won't-
never hear about the women who fetishize.
Yeah, I feel like the niggas want to know what
So-
it's like to be gay, but they feel guilty and they do it with something that looks like a woman. Think about it.
That's-
Think about
it
it. That's
happens.
wild.
But
Kind of,
you know
kind
what's
of.
crazy? I'm with you because I've heard women say, "Yo, I love dick, but I like women."
Yeah, no.
So you get a trans
I've
woman.
I actually heard
I've
somebody
had
not too
women-
long ago
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that shit, and I forgot completely who the fuck it was.
I've had women hit me up in my DM like, "Hey, listen, like, I think you're so beautiful, like, and
Would that shit be? Would
Like-
that?
Wow.
Shit,
How you take that? How you
That's
take
crazy.
Or me and my man like would like to hook up with you or
Wow.
whatever, you know.
How,
Man, how that
Are
works.
you attracted to women, though?
I am not sexually.
that's almost like a
attracted to
threesome, my
women,
nigga.
right?
For a
Yeah,
woman,
yeah.
like a tranny.
Yeah.
But
Excuse me,
I-
trans women.
I've had yes.
Femme
That's
queen.
a
Hey,
derogatory
I'm
term.
so sorry.
Corrígeme, muchacho, aquí.
Femme
Corrígeme.
queen.
Femme-
So
Correct.
I have
We're not
slept with
trying to,
men
like-
and women like in the same setting. You feel me? Threesome.
No, but I'm saying, let's say a female, a full like natural born female, decides to have like a sexual relationship with you.
Nah,
And
you
she-
can't. She can't decide. She
Like,
attempts.
both, obviously, attempt like,
right.
Yeah.
but you still have your stuff. Like, how does?
What you mean, nigga? Perfectly. It's a puzzle. Nigga, penis goes in a vagina. Sorry, Mike. He has kids, but he
Hey,
doesn't know how it
yo.
works.
Están activos estos tigres.
Son del vecino.
He doesn't know how it works.
Señores, mire, muy interesante, muy bueno, aprendimos. Ella expresó sus sentimientos sobre lo que ha pasado, su tiempo de infancia y todo eso. Y aquí terminamos porque la cámara se apagó.